Watashi no namae wa Ace desu. Kyo wa debiu ishimasu. Otaku Pump. Gotta let it burn. What's going on, my fellow stim heads? Thank you for joining me for this epic week of High Stim pre-workout reviews. I hope you made it through my cringy and awful Japanese at the beginning of the section. I did used to study Japanese on Duolingo, but it's been quite a while, so my Japanese isn't quite up to par. So I'm really excited to be reviewing this product here today, guys. What we have today is Otaku Pump. And this is a relatively new pre-workout. As you can see, we got the nice shonen lady right over here, making her assets well seen by everybody checking out this tub, but that's neither here nor there, guys. I am super stoked for this review here today because you may not know this about me, but High Stim Ace is actually a pretty big anime fan. When I saw this pre-workout come out on the market, I was super excited, and I had to reach out to the company and tell them, listen guys, I'm not just your typical gym bro here that's looking for any pre-workout to review. I myself am a classified otaku, and for you guys that are uncultured, an otaku is somebody who is very enthusiastic about Japanese culture, and a lot of times that includes being into manga, being into anime, and as somebody who's watched my share of classic anime over the years, and I do have a massive manga collection. As a matter of fact, guys, right here, you're going to see a little bit of a preview. It may be a little bit disorganized, but I got myself the epic Alita Battle Angel. I got myself the Death Note manga. I got Claymore, as well as Rosario Vampire, Attack on Titan, and a whole bunch of other incredible manga. We got a Comic Kill. We got so much stuff, and I don't even know where to begin. I'm playing this footage, and hopefully you guys can see just a bit of a preview of what High Stim Ace is all about. I believe in 2024, that is the perfect time to be a hybrid. There's nothing cooler than being a nerd as well as a high stim pre-workout and gym enthusiast in this day and age, guys. But I'll tell you something, I was a nerd long before it was cool. I was playing Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And watching Neon Genesis Evangelion and Full Metal Alchemist, the OG 2003 version, before it all became mainstream. You know, one year we get Comic-Con and then suddenly everything blows up and now it's cool to be part of this culture. Back when I was a part of the culture, there was nothing cool about it, believe me. But for those of you guys that know and understand what the anime fandom's all about, then you know that it's something really special. So I digress, guys. I'm going on way too long babbling, but Otaku Pump really represents everything that has to do with this kind of anime manga culture, and I'm super excited to be reviewing this product. Finally got around to running it 2 times, which is the minimum that I will run a pre-workout before reviewing it, guys. I want to make sure it's consistent, that it's up to par. You know, sometimes we have off days in the gym, so for me personally, running it once just doesn't do it. But anyway, we got a really nice label on here. When I spoke to the owners over at Otaku Pump, they said that they were looking to create something that would be a good daily use kind of pre-workout, you know, anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week, but it will also satisfy that itch, that high stim itch that a lot of us stim heads want. We want the mood elevation, we want the lock-on focus, we want the burst of energy, everything that comes with the high stim pre-workouts that we all know and love so much, but sometimes you get some of the negative side effects. If you take too much alpha yohimbine, you can get jittery, you can get a little anxious, get the heart elevated, and you know, sometimes you got the stimmy willy situation going on, and we don't want that. Once a week, maybe it's okay, but certain days, you know, you don't want that in your life. So this right here is an option, theoretically anyway, according to what the company says, to provide a lot of the benefits from those high stim pre-workouts that we all know and love without any of the negative side effects. Something you could take a couple of days a week and not have to worry. Does it deliver? Let's talk about it. All right, guys, so what we have here is the Shonen Punch flavor, and from the graphic, it looks to be a strawberry kiwi kind of combo, and that is the flavor I got. It was really tasty. Now, for those of you that don't know what Shonen Punch is, it's a play on word on Shonen Jump, which is an iconic manga producer in Japan. They produce some of the hottest manga series such as Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and a whole host of others. All right, guys, let's begin. And we are getting 25 servings per container. God bless Otaku Pump for gracing us with 25 servings. Really nice. One scoop yields a whopping 21 grams, which is really really a hefty scoop. And the scoop did measure out at about 20 grams, so you might want to heap it just a teeny bit. As I always say, guys, get yourself a kitchen scale on Amazon, $12, $13, $14. You're spending hundreds of dollars on pre-workouts. The least you can do is weigh it out and make sure that you're accurately consuming what it is that you're trying to consume and get those desired effects. We begin with citrulline malate, 2-to-1 ratio, 8,000 milligrams, so a decent dose for the pumps, nothing too crazy and mind-blowing, but really, really decent. We got beta-alanine at the clinical 3,200, betaine anhydrous also at the clinical 2,500, so far we're playing it pretty safe here. We got glycerol powder, 2,000 milligrams, so that's really solid, and I like 2,000 milligrams when it comes to glycerol powder. A lot of other companies put 3,000 to 4,000 milligrams of glycerol, and what that can do is cause a little bit of clumping within the product, because glycerol has those clumping properties, and with 2,000 milligrams, you're going to avoid a lot of those issues. This powder is very fine, and I don't see it clumping anytime soon, despite the crazy heat wave we're having here in New York City. L-tyrosine comes in next for that focus, that concentration, 1,000 milligrams. Alpha-GBC standardized at 50%, 600 milligrams, good nootropic sense, one of my favorite nootropics to really elevate the mood and really get you dialed in on the mission at hand. Caffeine anhydrous, 250 milligrams, so a little bit on the low end for us stim junkies, but I like the choice they went here. This was the deliberate choice by Otaku Pump. We're gonna reel it in a little bit on the caffeine, but we're gonna let the other stimulants take center stage and shine for you guys running this pre-workout. And we're gonna get to the other stimulants really soon. We got L-theanine at 200 milligrams, so not a big fan of L-theanine at 200 milligrams. That's very close to being at a 1-to-1 ratio with the caffeine anhydrous. If we had 400 milligrams of caffeine and 200 milligrams of theanine, okay, I wouldn't mind it as much, but it's almost at a 1-to-1 ratio, and I'm not a big fan of it. Does it impact the effectiveness of the product, or doesn't it? We'll talk about it in the review section, so stay tuned. We got N-phentyl dimethylamine citrate coming in next. That is also known as Araya genesis, and we have that coming in at 200 milligrams, so a respectable dose. Again, not a crazy stim junkie kind of dose like 400, 450 milligrams, but 200. I'll be honest though, I've had pre-workouts in the past that had 100 milligrams of Araya, such as Fiend from BAM Labs, and that one was absolutely incredible. Slaps the living hell out of you in the best possible way. So 200 milligrams, guys, don't you dare scoff at it, because it can hit really, really nicely, especially when synergized with some of the other ingredients we have, such as theobromine, which does come in at 150 milligrams. So that is the little cousin to caffeine, provides focus and stimulatory effects, a little milder than caffeine, but pairs really, really well with it. And speaking of caffeine, we also do have the dicaffeine malate at 50 milligrams. So nice small dose. It's going to elongate the effectiveness of the caffeine. So we're at a total of 300 milligrams of caffeine. We got coffee cherry last, and that comes in at 50 milligrams. I think that is a more natural source of caffeine, a little bit smoother, and provides some good positive properties. And that's pretty much the label, guys. So it's pretty simple, pretty to the point. You have a good amount of caffeine in there. You got Araya genesis at 200, no beta PEA, no alpha yo. So really solid label, definitely teetering on the medium stim kind of pre-workout. And I gotta say, the experience was very, very interesting. So I took it twice. The first time I ran legs with it, and despite the fact that there's minimal pump ingredients in here, it's nothing too mind-blowing, nothing too crazy, I actually got really solid pumps on my legs. As you can see, I was hitting the leg extension machine here, and this was, I think, my third or fourth set on the machine, and my legs were pretty pumped and juicy. So overall, I don't really take pump products on leg days. I have naturally big legs, but I definitely noticed my legs blowing up a little bit, and I thought it was a really, really nice side effect of the pre-workout. It was really solid. It wasn't expected, and it was a nice bonus. Now, when it comes to the actual pre-workout experience, the mood elevation, the energy, the aggression levels, the focus, all the stuff that we look for when it comes to a high stim or a medium stim or even a daily pre-workout, I heard a lot of conflicting reviews on this, and I try not to watch too many reviews of a product before I test it out, but I spoke to a few people just to get their 2 cents, and I'm not going to mention any names here, but some people put it over as a solid daily use kind of pre-workout, and other people said that it was a very illicit feeling kind of pre-workout, almost like there was a hidden ingredient in there like DMHA or something. And I'll be honest, I didn't get that experience at all. I didn't get any illicitness. I didn't get anything like, oh snap, there's something extra in here that's not on label, but it is in there. I feel it. I didn't get anything like that. So right off the bat, guys, if you're looking for the next underground illicit bathtub formula, this ain't it right here. This is not that kind of product. What we do get, on the other hand, is a super, super solid experience that really will carry you through your entire workout and even give you a bit of a buzz post-workout. Nothing too crazy, nothing illicit, but you're gonna feel the kick from the caffeine. Surprisingly, at 250 milligrams, it actually kicks pretty nicely. The first time I took it, I was a little bit tired. I had a long day at work. We're having really hot days here lately. I feel dehydrated all the time, despite how much water I'm drinking on a daily basis. But I took the pre-workout, and within about 12-13 minutes, I started feeling alert, awake, ready to go. And I started getting excited about the prospect of biking over to the gym and beginning my workout. Again, this was leg day, so I don't mind leg day. I don't hate it, but it's not exactly my favorite day of the week. I look forward to chest and back a lot more than I do to leg day. But I made my way to the gym, and as soon as I got to the locker room, so about maybe 20 minutes after consuming the product, I started feeling a really, really good mood elevation. Not a euphoria, not an illicit kind of buzz, but a good mood elevation. I started feeling really excited, really happy, was listening to some good tunes, very uplifting kind of music, some good dance music, a little bit of K-pop. Yeah, guys, I like some K-pop. So another reason why the whole Otaku Pump theme fits me very, very perfectly. This pre-workout was made for High Stim Ace. I started off with a leg press machine. I'm kind of avoiding squats for the time being. I have a little bit of a lower back sciatica issue going on. So while I rehabilitate that, I'm sticking to machines strictly when it comes to legs, except for calf raises where I do utilize the dumbbells and I do them with the dumbbells. But other than that, I use machines exclusively for legs, at least for the time being, for the next couple of months. And I got in the zone, man. Despite it being a long work day, I was feeling very positive about my gym experience. Again, not a zoned in, euphoric kind of experience where I'm dancing and I'm lost and I'm bopping and I'm having a great time. Nothing like that, but I was having a great time. The energy was smooth and consistent. It took a while to build up. It took about 20-25 minutes for the entire package to kind of come together. So very, very reminiscent to the recent Supreme and Hybrid from Kilo Labs, where they do take a little while to build up. Very, very reminiscent to that kind of product, but very solid experience, smooth, but it provided me with just enough energy to get through the workout. The pumps were surprisingly better than I expected. The second time I did run it, I hit a little bit of arms just to kind of test out the vascularity, and the pumps were solid. It wasn't as crazy as taking one of these insane nitric oxide complex formulas, but it was really good despite not having that much pump ingredients in there. So if you want to stack pumps on top of this, you certainly can. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to provide any detriment to the product. It will actually make the experience a whole lot better, but you don't have to OD on it and you don't have to stack a whole crazy pump formula on top of it. Maybe just stack half a dose of a pump product on this and you'll be good to go. Maybe some pump caps and you're going to have an epic, epic workout. This pre-workout works with you. So if you take it and you're going to chill and talk to your buddies and just kind of hang out and take it slowly and take long rests in between the sets, then maybe it won't affect you as much as it would if you're zoned in by yourself on that full introvert mode, listening to the good uplifting music or aggressive music, whatever you're in the mood for, and push, push, push. The second time I took the pre-workout, I did notice that when I was taking longer breaks in between sets, and I did run into a lot of my buddies in the gym, it was after work, and a lot of my friends were there, so I was kind of chatty, talking a little bit more in between sets. I noticed that the buzz was there, the mood elevation was there, but the sense of urgency wasn't quite on point. And that was on me because I was taking longer breaks than I normally would. I was socializing a little bit. And I guess the pre-workout did make me feel happy and social. So make of that what you will. It's a good mood elevating, uplifting kind of pre-workout experience. And I like it. But if you're looking for something with a sense of urgency, then this could be it, but you need to have your mind straight. You got to tell your buddies, listen, guys, I'm doing my thing right now. I'm zoning in on my workout and I'm going to get this thing done. That's why I came to the gym after all, right? So when I did run it like that first time, and it was just me, the music, and all the leg machines I was running, then I was zoned in and the sense of urgency certainly was there. It was just the second time where I was chatty and kind of laid back and taking it easy where it was kind of a more mellow experience. So ultimately, it comes down to you guys. If you're going to take this pre-workout and push, push, push in the gym, then you're going to have a crazy epic session. And if you don't, it's still going to be a great experience. Either way, guys, you're still going to have a nice floaty feeling. It's a nice mellow experience, but it builds up. And the harder you work, the harder this pre-workout works with you. Overall, I am really, really pleased with this product, and I want to give a major, massive thanks and shout out to the company Otaku Pump for sending this out to me for review. It does mean a lot to me being an otaku myself, somebody that enjoys Japanese and generally any nerd culture. So to me, this was a match made in heaven, and I couldn't wait to review this. I'm glad that it lived up to the name, because if this pre-workout would have sucked, then I would have had the displeasure of coming on here and saying that it sucks. But luckily, it does not suck. It's a freaking awesome, mood-lifting kind of pre-workout that makes you feel happy to be in the gym. You'll get good pumps on this, great, solid, consistent energy, and best part is, no stimmy willy, no jitters, no anxiety, no heart palpitations, no negative side effects that come with some of these crazy high stim hitters. This is a good pre-workout you can use 4 or 5 days a week without having to worry about any of those issues. To pick up the Otaku Pump pre-workout, head over to the official Otaku Pump website and use discount code ACE. That will save you a couple of dollars and help support this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, then show your support by liking this video. Comment down below to help get High Stim Ace into the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. We're nearing 1,000 subscribers, and there will be an epic, massive giveaway once we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. So now is the time to subscribe if you haven't yet. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.